I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire.
Right, everybody. So welcome back. It's been a bit. Right. As what happened last time, we all carried on driving into the mountains. Everything was going pretty well. You managed to actually come across a like an abandoned church type thing. It was just full of all kinds of goodies. Managed to find some old world tech, power cores. Jericho managed to find enough booze to drink himself through the next apocalypse. Nikita found a very tasty artifact.
It truly was a sacred site.
Yeah.
Of intoxication.
Yeah. You all camped down for the night. Nothing much happened. Jericho woke up on top of a bookcase though, because as is his wont. You made decent progress the next day. Didn't much happen. You did spot that you were being tracked. That all came to a head when you came to the bridge area that we all remember from before, and a mighty battle commenced.
There was that bit where someone tried to drop a cave on us.
That was your escape from.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that, didn't we?
Yeah. They tried to trap you in that cave, but you managed to escape out, and they managed to follow you and tried to basically hook your cars and make you into meat. But you managed to kill everyone. Rasp, unfortunately, Rasp's car is currently dangling at the end of the road, about 100 foot down, about 100-foot drop, and she is currently sat in the ether, waiting to pop back into existence from her "fuck this shit, I'm out" moment. But we pick things back up after combat has wound down. You know, Jericho's looking down at his hands like, holy shit, I just ripped like the fucking head off of some dude. What the actual balls?
Awesome.
Nikita's looking at him like, yeah, my bro. I do believe the Takataka has sustained a bit of damage, but it is nothing that's going to slow you down as much.
Nothing
You've
like
got
the
minor
tunnel
repairs.
here.
Yeah. You are all on the map. Rasp, you are not currently with us. We're waiting for you to pop back into existence. So what is everyone else doing?
I'm going to immediately start making repairs. If the area is clear.
I will offer help.
Well, immediately. Probably on the far side of the Takataka, away from the other two. Because they are dangerous.
Rude.
I'm just going to fix this side.
These repairs are minor. They're only going to take you about an hour to fix. You are without a windshield, though, and you do not have a replacement with you, so you are sans windshield.
Well, since he doesn't want my goddamn help, I'm going to go try and have a look, see how far Rasp's vehicle's fallen, and try and see if I can spot her, because obviously we don't know she's fucked off.
I'll join you. What's wrong with me at the moment?
Would you like
Where
a
we
lift?
left you off last time, you're like sort of like it feels like you're coming down off like a super massive adrenaline spike. So you're feeling quite a bit drained. Like your hands hurt a little bit, and like the sides and underneath your arms like really ache. And you're like, I imagine that like Jericho was kind of shocked with himself because he didn't know he had that in him. He's been fairly brave up until now, but he's literally just jumped out the Takataka, ran up to a bunch of dudes and torn them asunder, kind of like Nikita has done in the past.
I think he's going to pull that open whiskey out of his pocket and take another swig, and then he's going to follow Nikita to the edge.
I'd also ask if he was okay. Because she might not act like it, but she does give a shit.
Combining alcoholism with that.
What, you're asking Jericho if he's okay?
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Where the hell is that child? Where has she gone?
I don't know. I can't see her in the car, which is probably a good thing. She's probably gone into a weird maelstrom bullshit again.
I don't know. I mean, I hope. I mean, it's like he'll shout down to the bottom of the valley, of the river canyon or whatever, sort of like rasp, rasp. I hope she's not dead. I really do.
You don't get a reply, but if it is a little bit dark at the moment, because this is like sort of very early morning, so like the sun is rising, so it's a bit tricky to see. You don't see her in the car at all, and you know, if you're like looking down towards like the very bottom of this ravine, you don't see a body.
Is it possible? Does it look like it's possible to climb down at all?
Give me a sharp roll. Let's see if you can ascertain how tricky this is going to be. You're not too familiar with, you know, climbing like sheer rock surfaces and stuff like that, but it does look like it'd be a very tricky climb. And like as you like take a step forward to like lean over, there's like just of like stones like kind of falling away a little bit underneath your underneath your foot and like cracking down the sides. So it's not exactly a stable cliff face either.
I'll do a roll as well, see if I can do any better. It was sharp, wasn't it? No, I did bliss. Never mind.
About the same. Yeah, you perceive about the same. You know, you're not too familiar with this as well, but you get the gist that if you guys are going to try and like free climb this, it's probably not going to end well.
I mean, she could be underneath the car. She could be bleeding out. I mean, we really do need to get down and help her somehow.
Do we have any rope? Because then one of us could go down, the other one use the rope to. So at least if you slip, someone's got.
I dare say I've probably got rope in the stack attacker.
There is the rope attached to the harpoon, isn't there? I think.
Yeah, but that's holding the
Yeah,
car
that's
up.
actually a point. All these harpoons and stuff, we've probably got rope somewhere.
So.
You can quite easily source some rope. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably wander over to Jim and say, "Oi, rope."
You fixie man.
Hey, I offered to help him and he didn't fucking want it, so I'm not gonna be nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm gonna go on the other side
No,
of the
just
car.
You summoned stalkers out of the ether. I'm keeping my head
Sorry,
way
but
down.
that's not the weirdest thing we have seen, especially from within my brain. So
It's adding up, Vix. It is adding up.
Rope.
Don't know me.
Rope. Please. Have any?
Yeah, sure. Since you are so nicely.
I could have gone into the back of the tacker and trashed it trying to find some. So you know.
I mean, that would have been very rude.
But would have been worse.
But yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Alright, fine. I'm coming over with the rope.
Alright, so one of us has got to kind
I
of
do
go
not
down.
appreciate the dark suspenseful, thank you.
What's that?
The dark suspense.
I do not appreciate the dark suspense.
Someone has to go down and
Manager's been dead for 80 years.
hold the other rope.
Well, I don't want to be pointing fingers. If anyone's going to be climbing vertical surfaces, it probably should be you. You're the strongest among us.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind doing it.
Says the man who's been climbing to the top of the caves and everything.
Yeah. That's beside the point. That's another hill
Without
there.
fucking rope. Yeah, I don't mind doing it then. What do I need to roll then?
Roll a hard roll for me, please.
Do about.
Yeah, what do you do?
I need to get out of my head.
Nice.
Ta-da.
Yep, you swing yourself down the rope, and yep, you manage to shimmy your way down. You know, the rock is a little bit unsteady underneath your feet, but you manage to get down, and your feet make contact with the back of the the anomaly, which I believe the
Yeah.
called is little vehicle. But yeah, you are on the anomaly now. So are you having a look for Raspina?
Well, no, I'm gonna curl up and gonna fucking sleep.
I'm going to have a nap now.
No, no one could disturb me if they can't fucking reach me. No,
Oh, it's like a hammer.
So you're having. So
yeah,
you're like.
I'm gonna
I
climb
imagine
in
you're
and
like.
I'm gonna climb in and see if I can like she's fallen kind of folded up on herself, so we couldn't see her from up the top.
Yeah, you kind of like I imagine you're like coming like in from like the back, like
Yeah.
a bit of the truck. So you go and you notice that the the actual truck itself has taken quite a bit of a bashing, like kind of going down. Like it looks a little bit worse for wear, but you don't see any evidence of Rasp at all. There's no blood. Like as you're like further down the cliff face now, it's obvious that Rasp isn't just laid sprawled at the bottom. She's not trapped underneath it or anything like that.
Well, I mean that's good.
Yeah.
Is there any sign of her, Nikita?
Huh?
What do you see? What? Tell me what you see.
What do your weird ass eyes see?
She's not here. There's no signs that she is here. So I think she went into a void maelstrom thing.
Oh, well, I don't understand that. I mean, is she coming back?
Probably. I just don't know how long it takes. Can't remember.
Had she done this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, done it a couple of times.
I think she has.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't the last time when we all got captured and we were supposed to be quiet and then Jimmy decided to scream at his tack attacker?
Oh yeah.
I like how you remembered it when I got to the tack attacker.
So, while Jericho...
And I just had to murder everybody.
But you like murder, so you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but now we've got...
Yeah.
enough
Comes with that.
Yeah, so, you know...
She's more capable of the murder now, though.
Yeah, now there's not really a chance I want to turn around and murder you as well. So... Okay, that doesn't sound good, put me up.
The car kind of shifts a bit and it just it gives a very, very jarring
Oh Jesus!
as it shifts down a little bit underneath your weight.
It's like the scene in Jurassic
that
Park when
fucking
the
heavy.
Alright, I tell you what. Can we?
Hold on, Nikita.
Shall we get
I've
some
got an
rope tied to the tack attacker? If we keep the heart. Okay, what's your idea?
No, that was an Italian Job reference.
Okay.
Nice.
If I may try and come up with a solution seriously, keep the rope on with the harpoon attached. But if we can get some more rope from the tack attacker to the anomaly and try and hoist it up.
Okay,
That
so
might be a good idea.
do you want me to wait here to tie it to the anomaly then?
Yeah, so I think me and if Jericho doesn't mind, me and him are going to toss down some rope after tying it to the back of the tack attacker. I'm pretty sure it's got handles, some kind of places to tie.
I'll find somewhere.
I've probably got a tow hook or something.
You're gonna have
sure.
to hurry because I don't like the sound. I didn't like the sound.
Yeah,
of that,
just
or
keep
the
it,
feel
just
of
tie it
that.
secure enough as you can. No, I know. Let's get this bitch back up. I'm talking about the car, by the way.
Yep. Go for it. Let's see.
Run!
Yeah, you
Alright,
guys
what do you
up
want me to
top,
roll?
you managed to grab some rope. Do hard rolls for me because this is starting to get a bit treacherous now.
Do I need to do it as well?
You need to wait for the rope to come down before you do anything.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why the internet's just taking an age for stuff to load. There you fucking go. Roll hard. Ooh, highlighted.
Ooh.
You
I
are a
did
child,
notice
you know that, don't you?
I said roll hard.
11.
No.
I do roll hard, thank you very much. I am hardcore indeed.
Yep, you find
So yeah,
a
what
really
else do you want
decent you find a really decent anchor point on the front of the tack attacker, and you and Jericho between you kind of hustle up the rope and then whack it over the edge. You get on top of the just on the back of the anomaly. Nikita, do be something more intricate. You need to do. Actually, just do a straight hard roll because you're trying to do this under pressure.
Uh-oh.
Under pressure.
Yeah, as you're trying to tie it, the car shifts underneath you again and you almost lose your footing.
Yeah. I guess I have to roll it again.
Maybe we should throw a spare rope down so if we lose the anomaly, we don't lose Nikita.
Well, surely I've still got the rope attached to me that you lowered me down with. Just keep hold of that, please.
Oh, I thought you just shimmied down there. Okay, fair enough.
No. That's why I wanted the rope. In case I slipped.
Alright, well, let's get going before anything else happens.
There you
Clear.
Yeah, like, buoyed by the fact that, you're, like, even with the rope, the chances of you going down are still pretty hefty and you are still quite a ways in the air. You do manage to find a decent anchor point on the back of the anomaly and the shifting stops. Now, safely anchored.
go. Oh, thank fuck.
And I'm going to say that is just enough time for Raft to pop back into existence. So you pop out of a portal
Where does she pop
accompanied by
exactly?
much slime and many
Feet
tentacles.
above the river.
Like, you are right up at the top of the map, like right on like the tip of that blade that statue has.
Alright. I jumped down onto the road here. If I can. If it's gonna let
Are
me
you
control.
entirely sure about that? That's quite. Oh no, because of the way I've constructed it. Because of the way the map is, that like sort of like
Yeah.
it's like resting on the top, so you can just hop off and
Okay.
jump onto the side.
Hop off. I take it I could see where we were.
Yep.
I'll start heading down that way. It's like... Hello?
What the
Hello?
Bye.
Well, to be fair, I'm not
Kind
gonna.
of fucking time to call this.
Yeah, you're down there. Why don't you start the tack attacker? And we can haul this thing up.
I'll just chill.
That was the plan. I thought that's what I was doing.
Alright.
Oh, hey guys!
Listen, we're too busy with you, Rasp. We're trying to save you. Oh, wait a minute.
So, Rasp, we don't have any time for your nonsense. We're trying to save Rasp. Shit.
What about Smee? Smee's me!
Hold the fuck on.
Where the
Oh.
fuck have you been?
Oh, I was gonna die, so I teleported into the maelstrom.
God damn it.
You know how it is.
You know how it is. You know how it be.
Just the usual fucking Tuesday for me.
I didn't want to die. I see you took care of the problem.
Duh.
No problems. Now I
Sorry,
need to get my
is
Jeep
the
back.
problem the name of your car? I forget. What's the name of your car?
I might as well name it that now. It's the anomaly.
Nah.
Alright, so how are we getting this up? Are we using the tucker?
Already using the attack.
Yep.
This thing up, I believe.
I'm fine. I'm not doing any more work. I'm just chilling in your fucking car dangling off the cliff. It's totally fine.
Nikita, try to put it into neutral.
What's that?
Hang on to
I'm not
something.
that bad, Jesus.
Oh, onto something! Oh god, there we go. 2 T-Rexes rock up out of nowhere. And Jimmy gets torn in two.
In twain.
In twain.
The fuck I do? I'm in an armoured bitch.
I know. It's just a
fuck I
reference to
do.
the guy that was actually trying to lift the vehicle.
No, I
in
get
the
you,
last
I get
one,
you,
yeah.
don't
Like, no! That's when Snorks come out and maul 2 T-Rexes.
Don't give the DM ideas, please.
Do you have a jug of water on you? Yeah, Ripple start appearing.
It's the best T-Rex detection.
Yes, it is. 100% approved. One of my favourite shirts.
Must go faster.
But yeah. So Jimmy's getting it up, I guess.
Excuse me.
Jimmy's getting it up.
You sound fucking delighted.
I'm surrounded by children.
Must be having a hard time.
It's the hard friend thing all over again.
Okay, so
We're testing me, boss.
Tom,
Okay,
if-
am I rolling anything, or are we just...
yes, you are making a
If-
roll to see if you can haul this thing up. So you're going to make a drive roll, and it's going to be a deal with difficult terrain.
Please don't fail.
Deja vu. Don't fail. Please don't.
Deal with bad terrain, not a problem.
Sharko, you might want to move.
Oh, you know, I'm in the goddamn car.
Oh, you're in the car. Okay.
Yeah,
Even
I'm the one dangling off the fucking off the cliff, but was just sat in your car, just fucking chilling,
then. All right.
having a whale of a time.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
With the 10, with the number 10, it's just pretty much everything's absolutely fine. I'm adjusting my driving gloves, I readjust my rear view mirror,
just your
Yeah.
monocle.
and just pretty much shout out, and away we go, and just slam it into reverse.
Oh, away we
Don't
go.
forget your monocle.
And that beast just roars. You know, it's the standard thing you hear when a garbage truck just, yeah, pretty much.
The garbage truck revs.
You haul this thing, just
Oh, that's a big girl.
Like it just grinds up like kind of like up the rock face, none too subtly. It kind of tips over, scrapes along one side, tips onto the roof as it kind of like comes up. Sharika's like, what the fuck? Like just trying to get like purchase on the inside so she's not shaking about. But it does come up over the lip and just kind of like clunks down on four wheels, looking very the worse for wear.
Well, that was fun.
Could we just tow this, do you think?
It's still got all its wheels, so it could be towed. What, is Rasp going to jump in as if it still works?
Yeah. I'll jump in.
All right. Let's see if the damage it has sustained has fucked the engine.
Come on, baby.
You turn it over and it goes shunk, 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 shunk. Shunk, 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 shunk.
Run.
Pong! Something has just gone pong in the engine. Like,
Oh, bugger. Right,
And then it blows
Get
up and
out.
we all die at the end.
flip the hood.
I think we're going to have to drag it. I think we're going to have to tow it for a bit.
Well, I flipped the hood and called Jimmy over.
Okay, okay. Seriously though, can between me and Rasp, are we able to figure out what's wrong with it?
can make sharp rolls, see if you can figure out what's wrong.
Yeah. Well, how about you make the shot roll?
Okay, I'll tell you what.
with-
I would
The
like
plus
to roll history with Rasp, and yeah, so yeah, roll history with Sharp. Sorry, roll history. Oh fuck, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm just. So if I'm helping, I roll history. I believe that's how I do. So no forward to that.
Jericho's gone for a sit down and a drink.
Oh, fuck.
Fate!
I don't think that went well. May I use a fate point, please?
Yes, you can.
No.
Fuck you, roll 20.
I'm actually going to roll fate
Oh,
points.
for fuck's sake!
Motherfucker!
And I'm going to immediately re-roll that one for the fate points as well, because I'm not having that. That's better. So you're down to 9 from your 10.
I think it's just.
Oh, can I try?
So the way I'm imagining this is between. We've got entirely two different schools of car mechanics here. There's me, who's just survived in the wasteland. I've lived around these things all my life. And Rasp is just. I know what the machine likes. And between the two of us, we've banjaxed it.
Yeah, I imagine like the two of you are like prodding and poking at the engine, and the thing that was wrong with the engine that was actually entirely fixable, you have just now rendered the engine into a completely useless block of metal. You have just fucked the engine of this thing. Like I imagine you're both kind of standing there arguing, and like one of you like offhandedly like smacks it, and you hear several very important sounding things start to snap and break in like almost like a domino effect of a cascading failure. And there's one final little there's like it's kind of like sags very slowly.
Fuck's sake, roll 20.
Well,
To assign blame, I would like to roll a d20 to figure out whose fault it was. The highest roll is the problem.
It's probably me.
Go for it. Both of you
Erica.
roll a d20. Both of you roll a d20. We'll figure out whose fault this is.
Oh, 13. Fuck.
Was it the higher roll is the
It's
problem?
the higher what? The higher roll wins.
The higher roll is the problem.
Fuck's sake!
Tom,
Yay!
is
Ross is the
Jimmy-
problem.
No.
Oh.
The highest roll wins, which means it
Oh.
wasn't their fault.
I said the.
No. You said
Fuck's
the
sake.
highest roll wins.
So yeah, it's pretty much just like a contentious argument. She's like, believe me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and this is I try and pull something, and it just the entire thing you described, and it's like,
Yeah, just like you rip out a component saying, see, this Kung, this is what's wrong.
Push it,
You fucked it.
that's just that moment of
so,
silence where everyone's just looking at the engine, and it's just like everyone turns to look at Jimmy, and he's just got his eyes closed, and just like, oh, fuck's
I've
sake.
been watching the whole
But
time.
W-
I'm still sat in the fucking car.
When am I ever going to let my temper not get the better of me?
Is there any way to fix it?
Well, Jimmy, you always wanted a trailer.
Oh
I
dear.
don't have
I was expecting someone leaning over and just say, I'm no expert on cars, but that's broken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really not helping, guys. Really not
no
helping.
expert, do you? But that looks broken there, my friend.
For fuck's
Yep.
sake.
Fuck.
Is there any way I could fix it?
Oh dear.
That felt appropriate.
Yeah, that was very appropriate.
Is there any fixing it at all?
No,
Not here.
the engine is now. You need,
Jesus Christ.
you need a new engine for this thing.
Okay, we'll have to drag it then.
Perhaps we should just hold a ceremony
Yeah, we'll tow it.
for the thing and just push it off the end of the pier of the cliff. We'll say goodbye to the
I
anomaly
mean, it's perfectly good frame.
No!
and just send it
This
down
the
the river.
engine, but to make things lighter, as that is now just useless crap, I will take the engine out. We don't need it.
I mean, if
So, ooh,
if Ross was going to have a look over the rest of it, the rest of it is serviceable. The rest of the damage is mostly cosmetic. You're going to need to bash out a few dents, maybe re-inflate a tire or two.
Yeah.
But the rest of the anomaly is mostly serviceable.
okay.
Just
I'm
a
not
bit we
wasting
actually
anything
need.
if I do chuck the engine out. Yeah.
It's just a bit,
Yeah.
it's just a bit we actually need that's fucked.
Yeah. But then if I chuck this useless engine, because it can't be salvaged at all.
Hey
No.
man, there's bits of iron there. Just put the engine in the tacky, you'll be fine.
I'll wrap the useless engine inside the Takataka's hole somewhere and just make sure it's secure.
Yeah.
And obviously, I guess we'll just attach the anomaly to the back via the tow rope. And yeah, it should be lightish to tow.
Yeah,
So,
especially with the engine not in it.
yes.
It doesn't take you long to get the engine
Yeah.
out because it's pretty fucked in the way it is. Let's see, how long does it take you to do that? Oh, it doesn't take you very long to get it hooked up to the Takataka at all. Yeah, you get it all hooked up to the back of the Takataka.
Yeah.
Chomp. So now the Takataka essentially has a very elaborate trailer in the shape of a Jeep.
Rude, moving me.
And by the way, Tom, having this ungainly thing attached to the back of Takataka, that's going to give you a -1 on dealing with your terrain rolls.
I was chilling in that goddamn car.
Duly noted.
How dare you move me?
Fine, there you go.
Thank you.
And as I believe that's all the nonsense that I have planned for this map, I'll leave you back to the overworld map as you continue along on your journey.
What bullshit we're gonna bump into next?
Yeah. What nonsense do I have planned for you this time? No, never mind. Anyway, you're back onto the overworld map. That whole process there and what was happening the previous days is eating into your time a little bit, so you're not making, and also having the Jeep on the back of the Takataka is already a slow vehicle, so you're not exactly making the kind of progress that you would like. You are down to 5 rations now, and let's see what the weather conditions are like. Oh, how fun!
It's a maelstrom, isn't it?
As you're driving along, you turn like you're going very much up into the mountains now. You guys just have to don like cold weather gear because it's starting to get deathly cold at the minute. You ran smack into a snowstorm. Like it almost comes out of fucking nowhere. Like kind of 1 minute it's like fairly clear, the next second you like can barely see 2 feet around you. You
Be
are
right back,
smacked
guys.
into a snowstorm.
Wait 1 minute.
Okay.
Well, that's fun.
Well, fuck.
It appears we have skin. It appears the heavens have opened.
This day's just absolutely fantastic.
You need shelter and some way to get out of this fucking storm.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep focusing on driving. Someone else could lean out the window and have a look
I
at what's
will.
happening.
Do a dangerous terrain roll as you're driving.
What do I need to roll?
You need to roll a sharp roll.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
You managed to
Partial
compensate for the.
success.
Yep, you managed to compensate for the anomaly, like jackknifing behind you a little bit, and like the wind and the rain just smashing into you. So you're dealing with this quite nicely. Keita, you managed to spot like it's not ideal. It's not very far out, out at all, but it's some kind of shelter just off to your right.
I mean, it's better than fuck all in this weather. So.
Yeah.
Like, we should be thankful we even found something if we can't see very well.
Dom, are you heading for it?
It's a very loud snowstorm.
Yes, it is.
Snowstorms don't normally have lightning.
This one does. Because I say it does. Art thou questioning my benevolence?
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, it's like you don't know me at all.
Random map out. That's magic. With the anomaly jackknifing behind you, Jimmy somehow manages to navigate you all into this cave.
So we're gonna find Jericho on the ceiling again, aren't we?
I prefer Jericho than something else.
Yeah, but I can kill the something else.
That's true, actually.
Hello again, sorry.
Welcome back.
Wait, subdue Jericho.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, you've all just rocked in from like the bottom right-hand side of the map. You can still hear the snowstorm just going great guns outside. Like Jimmy's come jackknifing into this cave and he's just about managed to stop himself shy of smacking into a giant pillar in the middle of the cave.
What the Tiberium is happening in this cave?
Looks like there's
On that.
pretties.
On that note, you see around the cave an ominous blue glow just emanating from like crystal deposits jutting from the floor, jutting from the ceiling, and in the middle is a wide pool of crystal clear.
Well, I don't trust anything about this at all.
I want to go grab a shiny.
This smells of shenanigans and I want no part of it.
Nah, I played Tiberium Wars. I know exactly what the fuck this is about.
I haven't. I want to go get a shiny.
Chris, have you ever played the Command & Conquer Tiberium series?
Of course.
Of course you have. Fuck.
I want to go get a shiny.
Don't touch the fucking shiny.
But it's shiny.
Don't.
Are you actually
touch.
telling Nikita to, or are you just telling me?
No, yeah, that's going to be out of character. Actually, that's the point. Would Jericho have being a traveller, seasoned traveller, have come across something like this?
Do a sharp roll for me, and I will tell you.
You mean Jimmy?
Jimmy,
Sorry,
yes.
I meant Jimmy.
You
Yes.
two keep getting yourselves mixed up, and it's hilarious.
Double
Maybe
J.
if it happens enough, you'll swap souls.
Something of the Nurse broadcast. Partial success.
Well, I tell you what, an idea I did have after Alex suggested doing that October Halloween thing. If he doesn't end up going through with that, I will do a Freaky Friday episode of this where everyone swaps bodies.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be pretty fun.
But anyway,
The two
let's
guys
see.
become chicks, and the two chicks become guys. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, pretty much. Just immediately everyone looks down to check the goods.
Oh, thank God.
Ross looks down. Well, damn, Jericho.
No, honestly, I can picture more of everyone else waking up as what the fuck as we look up and just Rasp's just running naked. Just,
Somebody gave me penis.
Look, I'm a windmill.
oh,
Whatever.
Anyway,
Anywho's, back to the weird ass cave. Jimmy, you have heard several stories among your travels of all the lands up to the east and through the mountainous areas. Beware of caves that have certain weird crystal growths in them. Like every story you've heard about them is different from the last, to the point of them just being weird, weirdly poisonous, or that was a weird type of poisonous arachnid or scorpion, ranging all the way to, if you touch them, they become full-blown crystal golems which rampage through the mountains like gods of old. So every story you've heard has been wild and ridiculous, so you really not paid them that much heed. But now looking at these things, you're starting to take some of the more mundane explanations maybe a little bit more serious.
Hang on, lads. I've heard something about this. Oh yeah, crystal entities turning into crystal yourself if you touch it. Yeah, that's the day. That's a big fucking crystal.
yeah, I've already walked off.
I'd be careful, Nikita.
I'll put
I wouldn't touch that.
Well, I just saying, do touch it, but we need to be careful. I mean,
Shall I touch it with a
crystals.
stick?
Well,
That wasn't a character.
some of the crystals could be useful with my radio sets and things like that.
Well, then you get them.
Just the way you're saying that just
I
makes it
will.
sound a little bit sus. I could use it for my radio.
I can
Yeah.
use it
Yes.
for things.
There is a purpose for these crystals. Trust
The
me, it'll be
crystal-
fine. Maybe you should lick
The
one.
crystal guides. I do as the crystal guides.
Maybe
Must
we
Die
shouldn't.
with Jessica.
I think I would get a hammer and a screwdriver out of my tool belt and possibly just maybe try and chip a bit of crystal up.
Just fucking throw the hammer. Just yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you walk over to this large one here.
Sure.
Yeah, the one we were slowly walking over while them two just had daydreaming.
You wander over to it. You're not touching it with your hands at all. You're just touching it with your tools. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he tends to wear
Tools.
sort of
You gotta touch it with your tool?
Yeah, both of
I
my
think.
tools.
You have two?
Yes. Hammer and screwdriver.
Yeah, you start to tap away at it, and it gives a.
Sounds hollow.
Sounds like it can.
It's very strange.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have hollow crystals readily to hand.
Hang on, I
Dude.
might. No.
This is going to end real badly for all of you.
Well, if you like not involved in the group.
I am not anywhere near that crystal.
Yep. You hammer away at the crystal for a bit, and it sort of like kind of cracks down the middle, like a bit of it's kind of drops off and hits the deck. It still remains. It still maintains its glow. Nothing else is.
Jimmy, what else have you heard about these crystals?
Nothing good, I'll tell you that for free.
Alright. Well, I'm going to take one into the Taka Taka if it's alright.
The fuck you are.
Alright, I'm going to put it in the trailer.
That's fine.
The anomaly trailer.
Yes.
I'm going to put it in your vehicle, excuse me.
How big a chunk are you planning on taking, by the way? Is it like
Whatever
your
fell
finger? I'm going to say it's a. You get a nice like fist-sized chunk of this thing.
Cool. Well, I'll pick it up and take it to the anomaly.
Do a weird roll for me.
Weird.
Okay.
Do you want to burn a fate for that?
Nah, we'll see what happens.
If you
So
die,
I'm loving this kind of chaos version of Alex. It's like, no, I want to see what happens.
If he dies, he dies.
I've already maxed out Jericho. There's nothing I can really do with this guy. So if he dies, he dies.
I mean, you could just get him to retire at a new Radio 1 and just start up someone new.
Yeah.
Could do.
So he's going to do as the crystal guides then.
He will do as the crystal guides.
Yep. You pick up this
You
crystal.
have the Kira situation.
So you pick up this crystal, just kind of in your hand, and like you feel like sort of like pulse, almost like a heartbeat for like a very brief moment. Like you can swear like you just picked up like an exposed beating heart.
It's throbbing, Alex.
And then immediately and then like as quickly as it happens, the feeling passes, and you're like, oh, weird. I should put this away safely. And you go put it in the back of the back of the jeep.
Yeah, you better put away that throbbing rock erection of yours.
I was waiting to see who was going to say it.
You're a hard friend.
Well, it is fist-sized, Jimmy.
All of it. No, I'm not going to say it.
So you're going to put it in the rear carriage.
He's going to put it in his rear carriage, or the rear compartment. He's got the caboose is real roomy, if you follow me.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I'm going to be right back.
AI. It's artificial intelligence caboose.
I've seen it. It dangles out the back of the Taka Taka like a large dingleberry.
Oh god.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
I'm keeping well away from any kind of crystal. I don't trust any of this shit. The storm's really not helping with my Tiberium anxiety.
What is this Tiberium we keep talking about? I've never heard of it.
When you know, you know.
Okay.
It's all kinds of bad news. Let's just say that.
It's essentially crystal cancer.
But isn't it full of lots of precious metals?
I mean, yes, but at what cost?
So Mr. Jericho is going to inspect the water.
I mean, it's crystal clear water, isn't it?
Just because it looks crystal clear. Oh yeah, it looks crystal clear.
Looks
Is it
clear.
ice?
It looks clear. It's also glowing weirdly.
It is crystal clear. It does like it. Weirdly enough, even though there is quite considerable breeze coming into this cave, the surface of the water is almost completely still.
Is it below zero?
Inside the cave, no. Like inside the cave, it is a bit warmer than it is outside, so it's not quite below zero.
So there's no reason for it to be frozen.
Oh.
I think Chris, I can't hear Chris anymore.
Oh yeah, he's kind of. Give it a second. Alex, I'll refer you to the Discord chat.
That looks absolutely lovely.
I know, isn't it?
Where's that? What's the place now? Tiberium infected human. Yeah. Well, if I become one of the lost and forgotten,
Just call it green scale or something.
yeah.
Game of Thrones reference.
It's too dark. Couldn't.
Come on.
I'm back.
I can hear
Right.
I can hear him sort of.
Sort
Just
of, yeah.
about.
Chris?
Oh yeah, he's. Might be the headset that's giving him trouble.
Might be. Well, it did go quiet for a second. Oh. Crystal maze.
No, no. Give me a second, guys. I don't know if you can hear me. Just give me.
Yes.
Oh, we can
Heard
hear
you
you.
there. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
There we go. I think I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
There you are.
There we go. I don't know what the fuck happened there. My headphones randomly disconnected.
Mm.
Anyway, yes. So to answer your question, Jericho, I don't know how much you got of that, but it is a lot warmer inside the cave than it is outside, so it's not below freezing, though it is pretty damn close.
He's an inquisitive kind of guy. What happens if I just pour a little bit of my whiskey into the lake?
Pour the whiskey onto the lake, and as it touches the water, it like sort of like sits on top, and then like slowly sinks into it.
Do I hear a gelatinous creature go?
No. You do not hear what you imagine in your mind to be the sound of a gelatinous.
Okay. I'd probably just get like an empty tinny or something and just like scoop up a bit of water and say, "Hey, it looks fine."
Yeah.
Looks fine.
Right, so are you just like scooping some water out then, I guess?
Yeah, with like maybe an old tin can or something.
So as you go to as you just like dip, like I'm gonna say that you got like a beaten like tin cup that you guys all use. Like you like dip it into the water and like as like you break the water, like your like a couple of your fingers like kind of brush the surface of the water, you feel like an odd tingle in your hand. And as you like pull your hand back up, the liquid you've gathered inside your cup like slowly starts to like drip upwards, as if you've literally just turned the cup upside down and it's slowly like drifting up towards the surface, where it hits the top of the cavern and slowly starts to spread out across the dark ceiling, and then starts to slowly drip back down.
That's not water.
I'm concerned.
very certain.
I have no idea what this is. I'm scared.
I need everyone to make sharp rolls.
Yeah.
Stand by.
I'm fine.
12.
Rasping. Rasp. Pete.
I'm doing it!
There we go.
Talk about taking forever.
Okay,
Jesus fuck.
so while those are very impressive rolls, Jimmy and Miss Keita, they're not quite enough to beat mine.
I'll go fuck
However-
yourself.
Because of where Nikita is, you wouldn't notice this. Jimmy, you would. You notice that even though your vehicles are like parked behind you, like I imagine you're like trying your fucking best to ignore the weird shit that's going on like further into the cave. You do notice that like even though you've just come out of a snowstorm, the Jeep seems a little bit wetter than it should be. Like you've driven cars long enough through like snowstorms and stuff like that. It seems like it's like parts of it are wet in a different way than the Taka itself. You'd expect them to be wet in like similar ways, but
It's like one's drove through a snowstorm, one's been submerged in water, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's almost as if like a couple of the tires and like a little bit of the back end has like just been submerged in water for a brief instant.
Okay, that's real weird, and I don't care for it. I'd rather not go back out of the snowstorm if I can absolutely help it, though.
Is there going to be any more exploring of the cave that's going to happen?
I'm still
I'd probably recommend against it myself, but that's just me.
The snowstorm is still going great guns outside. If you guys go out there, it's going to be a lot risky. It's going to be very risky.
I'm enjoying staring at the rock, the shiny crystal.
Stay away from the crystal.
She is an asshole, but she is a magpie for shiny.
It's pretty.
She's not touching it. She's just stood there, looking at it.
So, my tin of whatever the hell liquid it is now empty again, is it?
It is now empty, yes.
Right. So, if I was to try and scoop up some more of the liquid, right, and then hold the tin upside down, what would happen? Because it went to the ceiling the other time, didn't it?
Yes. Okay, I was going to say, you do that, yeah, you like scoop the water and like as it tries to like it's like rise up from out the top, you quickly like turn it over. And it seemingly sits there, so you so you pull it out so you can like kind of look underneath it, and it's just sitting there as if it's like perfectly level, like as if it was the other way up in normal gravity. So it's acting like a normal water, but it's upside down.
Okay. I'll go over to here, and I will put the water underneath one of the crystals, and then turn it the right way up again.
What are you doing?
I'm experimenting.
Science, bitch!
So you're doing it so the water would like interact with the crystal.
Yeah, so on its way up to the ceiling, it will hit a crystal.
So you do that. As it goes through the crystal, you hear like a gentle tingling chime. Like, and the crystal like shudders briefly as the water sort of like goes around it and then goes up to the ceiling.
Yeah,
And you hear a trill from over here, a trill from over here, and a deeper, more bassy trill from over here.
Hold on.
As it seems to as this noise seems to resonate out through the cavern, like actually interact with the other crystals to a degree.
So I'm just going to mute myself, guys, because I'm getting food now.
Oh, we go. It's Mr. McChompy, is it?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's his 10 o'clock supper. Don't mock him. So
Yes, I sense mocking.
a little bit. If one was to take one's hammer and then just knock one of the crystals to see if it makes a ringing sound, do the other ones make a sound?
I wouldn't.
You give it a bang with your hammer. It goes up. With like it gives the same jangle it did when you were just like chiseling a piece off. The rest of the crystals in the cave don't react.
This is weird, Nikita.
Stop touching shit! You hear Jericho yell out.
Jimmy!
What?
What? I mean, What do you want to do? We're just gonna go. Let's go in the tack and we'll sit there for the night. Okay, we'll do that.
Do you know what? That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Fine.
Fine.
Find me like I'm the asshole here.
I'm still sleeping on the top of the taxi.
At least I can remember my own name.
You've called yourself Jimmy more than once.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
People remembered. As bad as each other. Just swap souls and be
Yeah,
done.
or right.
Can I add
Yep.
things? No, I
Pretty
can't.
much, please.
Oh, I can only do that from outside. Damn it.
Sit
So,
and check.
what I was just about to do, Tom, you know that that animated Kraken thing I got for the last campaign? I was literally just going to drop that right in the middle of the pool just to fuck with you guys. Like, poof. Like, ah!
You absolute asshole.
Yes, I am. I'm going to make sure that I add that because I've purchased myself a few more packs. Like,
Ooh, delightful.
yes. Anyway, you all head back to the Taka. Nothing rises out of the pool to attack you. It's peaceful. Everything seems calm. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be any wildlife in this cave to speak of. You'd expect like some rodents or some kind of insect or some animal or insect life of some kind, but this just seems to be almost a cave out of time. Almost as if this place has always been here and will forever be here.
Well, I'll take first watch.
Alright, I'll do second.
Right up. I'll take second.
I just said I'll take second.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said I'll be a second.
No, I'll take second.
Jericho goes first.
Rasmus said third.
Okay, fourth then.
Jimmy, I'm going to pop out for a quick cigarette. So, what I want you guys to do, I'm going to actually get my headphones on to see if I can hear you guys outside, so that'll be interesting to see. While you guys are, I don't know, cooking your meager provisions over a fire, have a bit of role playing as you're in this weird ass cave, and I'll be right back.
Nikita, when you started to, change,
God.
what did it feel like?
Well, puberty happens to all of us at some point.
Oh,
Yes, Jericho's finally starting to get his period. Yes.
He's a real boy now.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. That's what he'd ask to Nikita. He'd say, "What did it feel like when you started to mutate?"
It was mostly just like odd headaches. I mean, I didn't really realise much at the start, and then I was.
Did you black out?
Oh yeah, do you remember that time after the big battle and I woke up in a cave like not even in Cold Corpse?
Right.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
no
that
memory
was
of
weird.
going there.
So yeah, Jimmy's like, not Jimmy. Jericho's like
See,
marking things off on his fingers. He's like, what, headaches? Okay. Waking up in strange positions in caves? Okay, check.
covered in blood.
Did you get any like sort of pain from your arms or anything?
I honestly can't remember. I don't think I did. Though I really wanted, like, when we were in the town to get across the river, I felt myself like almost like a voice in the back of my head telling me to just keep going around killing everybody. Like I really wanted to keep. I know I like killing, but I wanted to keep killing even though there was no need.
I don't think. He's more muttering to himself, going, I don't think I'm doing that. And he sighs, and he's going to go back to the back of the tack and just sit quietly with his whiskey again.
Well, if she wasn't worried before, she sure as hell is now. So I'm going to keep my eye on him. For concern reasons, not that I'm worried he's going to go mental and try and kill me. And suddenly we'll wake up and he's munching on fucking Jimmy's face or something.
I'd rather you didn't, if it's all the same to you.
Well, I'm not.
I'd start with the leg first.
Start with the leg.
My tummy was making the rumblies that only faces can satisfy.
That's what happens when you have bath salts.
Extra crispy.
Munching his butt, for fuck's sake. You have to just lower the bar, don't you?
Look, if you want it to be your leg on the barbecue, Pete, you just gotta say so.
I think he wants his butt on the barbecue. On the barbecue more than his leg.
Rasperia crackling.
Oh dear me. Stand down now. So, I guess I'll probably end up falling asleep after a little while, even though I'm trying to keep an eye on you, Jericho.
I suppose it's probably my watch by now.
Right. So, you already that, so. But note to self, headphones do not work outside. Right. Oh, yes, I have interesting news. Before we carry on, I might be running the shop in Lightwater on my own, which is have a 2-bed flat on top of it, which I might have for myself.
Ooh, very nice.
That's cool.
So, Lightwater. You said Lightwater?
I said Lightwater, yes.
Ah, back at the old homestead.
Yeah. Anyway, so, Mr. Jericho is first on watch. Let's see what occurs to Mr. Jericho. Do a sharp roll for me, please.
Okie doke. There we go.
So, describe to me what Jericho is doing during his watch. Like, where are you sitting? What are you doing?
If it's quite cold, he'd probably be sitting. Actually, how is the Taka orientated?
Exactly how it is on the map.
Okay. So he'd probably go into the cab, and every now and again he might just. He's got no windscreen, has it?
It does not have a windscreen, no.
Okay, so he'd probably just climb out the windscreen because it's going to be just as cold outside the Taka as inside, and just sit on the roof and just look at the entrance to the cave, and then also towards the pool.
Just to remind you, I don't got a problem with it, but I just remember I'm sleeping up there as well.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, so you're sat there, and as it gets quite far into your watch, you see a very strange ripple just across the surface of the water. I'm going to say just about there. So you see like a strange, almost a ripple.
Must have been just the wind.
In the cave.
Oh, you beat me to it, damn it.
At this time of year.
Exclusively, entirely on the surface of that lake.
Exactly.
Yes. Right there. If you're not going to go and investigate, nothing else happens.
Oh well. I mean, I could go investigate. I could have a little look. You know, if I'm a little bit suspicious. Because you did say it was flat as a mill pond before.
Indeed. Right.
Ha.
You go over to where the ripple happened, and the surface is once again completely clear. Are you going to be doing any like intense investigation, or are you just going to have a little bit of a casual nosy about?
I would probably once again drop a couple of drop an item, maybe like just a I don't know, a piece of wire or a bolt or a nut or something onto the surface and just see what happens.
Okay. Drop. I'm going to say you got just a random like piece of wire you have in your pocket. You like drop it onto the surface. It's like sits there on the surface for a moment before like slowly disappearing into the water.
An idea strikes me. I'm going to go back and get the bit of crystal. I'm going to come back and I'm going to throw it into the pond.
Make a weird roll. You go and get the crystal, and you go to huck it, and you're like you really don't want to do that. It you start to think better of it. Like, no, I should probably keep hold of this and put it back. It's not worth throwing in the water.
Very good idea. I'll keep hold of that. What if I kept it, but scooped up some of the water and poured it onto the crystal?
I imagine you'll be doing the same technique you use with the other crystal, where you don't pour it onto the crystal per se, but pour it up onto crystal.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes. You do that, and the good fist-sized bit of crystal you've got, it vibrates and glows. You get a nice tingly, warm feeling, up your arm. Like if any of you have ever held like a warm pumice stone or something like that. So when you grip it and then immediately starts to make your arm feel warm and tingly. So that happens to Jericho's arm. It's not an unpleasant feeling in any sense. It's quite pleasant.
I think if nothing makes the pool ripple, I'll eventually just go back.
Okay. And yep, the rest of your watch passes without incident. You go and wake up Nikita in whatever way you feel comfortable with. It's not going to earn you a slap in the head.
Just a gentle prod with the foot from a distance.
Nikita, you wake up.
Yep.
Your watch. Yeah, nothing happens. It's incredibly still in this cave. Even the sound of the storm from outside is almost strangely muted in this cave. With your sight as well, you can see that there is a small collapsed tunnel just over here that doesn't look like it's worth investigating. There's a couple of small alcoves. You'll get a better sense of the layout.
Yeah.
But nothing much happens throughout the rest of your watch, actually.
Okay.
Yep. You go to wake up Ross, I imagine. Ross, your watch. Let's see. Hello. Ross, I need you to make a sharp roll. Mr. Munchy Man gets to it. An 8. So as Rasp is, I imagine, sat on top of Taka, keeping a good watch out, hear the very faint sound of what sounds like very wet feet on like dry stone. Just like just from up here. Like it's very faint. It's as if someone is trying to be quiet, but like just messed up for the briefest of moments.
Creepy. Is it fish people?
It's fucking Call of Cthulhu all over again.
Shoot people.
What would you like to do, Raz? Just type it in the chat. I'll narrate what you're doing. Alert, yes. So after hearing these footsteps, you're like straining your hearing. You don't hear anything else for the longest time. Yeah, you don't hear fuck all. Are you going to be doing anything else for the rest of your watch? Thing. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yes, Mr. Jimmy, you take over your watch.
I have got my assault rifle ready to go. Because I'm not putting up with this bullshit.
You're
You
all
are
sorts
up.
of freaked out today, huh?
This is, you joke, but glowing crystals and and excessive thunderstorms is terrifying.
Hey, so you are on alert.
I'm
You
just
are
waiting for
on watch.
visceroids to suddenly prop up of the fucking forgotten.
You do see something in actual fact. So, for the very briefest of moments, you're like kind of like I imagine just like kind of Jimmy just sat on top of the attack with the shotgun, like it's trying to sneak up on me. I've fucking got you. You like as
Not
you
today,
pan
fish Satan.
as you pan your vision back to the pool, you see this just watching you guys from the pool.
Okay, well, I'm not going to open fire just yet, but I do have my rifle pointed vaguely in that direction. But you know, I know traps, and this smack of trap. If I'm going to be watching this, something's going to be sneaking up on my 6. But I'm not going to engage just yet.
It sits there staring at you, like and just like kind of tilts its head ever so slightly as it watches you, as if like studying you, as if you're something it hasn't seen for a long time, and it's just studying you, as if someone would study a very curious insect.
Not today, Faye Mummy.
Your boy's so cute.
I mean, I'm not going to engage. It's just pretty much just like if it's tilting his head, I'm just like, no. You get your weird fish eyes off me.
Just turned into a staring contest then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Make a weird roll for me.
Oh god. Oh god.
As you're like, kind of watching this thing, you feel your eyelids like start to droop a little bit. You're like trying to stay
Yeah, I'm
awake.
I'm going to give myself a sharp slap across the face and just shake my head and just sight the rifle down.
An arm slowly lifts out of the water, and as the arm leaves the water that you'd expect to drip down from its arm, just like it starts to drift up towards the ceiling. And it does like a stroking gesture in the air, and you feel the faintest of traces along the side of your face. A single word in your head which just says, and you immediately just slump and just gently fall asleep. It's not even intrusive in any kind of way. You just gently drift off into a peaceful slumber.
Oh,
Never to awake again.
Pedro was going to have my body. Oh no.
Bad touch, bad touch.
Just we were staring at each other. It's that Jontron meme. It's just like, what? What? Am I threatening you? Are you threatening me? Who's the threat here?
I don't know.
So,
I would literally just as soon as the arm was come up, as soon as when you were going to finish, I was just going to be straight up. You put that fucking arm down. I am not about this.
Bibbidi hoppy, get off my property.
You better bibbidi bobbidi back the fuck up.
be cool, bro. Let's be cool. Yes. So you fall dead asleep. The rest of the night passes.
Where are my kidneys?
I'm sorry I needed them. I was hungry.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no.
I ate them with a fine Chianti.
No storm, only descent.
Me and Jericho had one each doing very lovely.
Don't fucking...
So, Jericho, you are actually the first one to wake up. And...
I'm face down in the fucking water, aren't I?
Where were you sleeping?
What did I do when I came back? Somewhere at the back of the Taka and amongst the general bric-a-brac. We've just
Lay
lie
out my
down.
bric-a-brac.
Near with the bracket.
So you wake up and you go to sit up, and as you look
The
down at your
bric-a-brac
chest, that bit of wire you put in the water is sat in your lap, as well as like a small, like almost like stone dish filled with the whiskey you poured in the water as well. And you feel the very distinct weight of the crystal in your pocket.
What did I do with the crystal?
You threw
Oh,
it in.
I kept it, didn't I? Yes.
You did keep it, yes. But you put it back in the back of the anomaly. It is now in your pocket.
Well, this is weird. I drink the whiskey.
Morning shot to scare away the demons, and mentioning the demons, make a weird roll.
Sure.
Jericho's an alcoholic, isn't he?
Imagine when you got the...
I feel like we've drove to it, to be honest. Driven the poor boy to drink. Are we re-rolling that, or are we just going with it?
Why not? We'll burn a fate point just to see what would happen, because I usually get 2 5s anyway. There you go. See.
Yeah, basic. Roll 20 just shafting you with a big cactus dildo. Yep. You like as you take that shot of whiskey, like as you lift up your arm to take that shot, it almost feels like there's like a slight tear that happens going from your elbow, running underneath your armpit, down your side to like your hip, and like it hurts like a motherfucker. Like you can't help but like cry out in pain, and you almost feel like as if like there's an extra like flap of skin that happens, like folds out inside your clothes. Feels very uncomfortable, and you get like what feels like a strong sharp pain in the back of your head, but you feel the crystal in your pocket suddenly heat up ridiculously fast, and as the crystal heats up, the pain in your head recedes, and then the crystal goes back to normal.
Ew.
Oh, I've got no idea what's going on.
Well, everyone else is
would I-
doing it, so.
Yeah. I'd take my top off and just see what my arm and side looks like.
I imagine hearing the cry out, at least, I don't know where Rasp slipped, but...
You will actually be the next one to wake up if you were next to the watcher. So as he cries out, and like, you know, kind of like I don't know, do you like completely strip off your torso, or do you just like pull up your shirt kind of thing?
If I just pull up my shirt, I probably wouldn't be able to see properly. So I'll just take my top off.
Right, you take the top off, and like Nikita like kind of blinks us at like, you know, shoots up ready for combat because you've just cried out in pain, and she sees you just like lifting your arm up, and as you lift your arm up, like an entire flap of skin comes with it, almost like a wing. So it's an entire flap of skin that goes from your elbow to your hip joint that like extends outwards as you lift your arm.
What?
I think I'm
The
going to throw up.
actual living fuck?
I don't feel so good, Mr. Nikita.
If anyone remembers the enemies I've thrown at you,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
I think Tom just made the connection right there.
I mean, I know what it is.
Yes.
Well,
This has happened not only to your right hand side, but if you give your left hand side a bit of an experiment, the exact same thing happens.
This can't be good.
Turning into some kind of flying squirrel.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That's a remarkably chipper way of looking at it. Yes, that happens to, I imagine the other two have woken up and seen that and they're just like, what the actual fuck nuts?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Look, I've had some headaches. I'll come clean. I've not been feeling too good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have noticed you've been acting a little bit different.
I thought it might go away. I thought it was just like, one of those 24-hour mutations.
Oh yeah, they're going around a lot these days.
Wow, yeah. Some people don't recover.
But you've been acting weird for more than a day, so it clearly wasn't going to be a day one.
No. That was just a joke, Nikita. But I genuinely thought I could get over it. I've never been ill enough that a bit of whiskey and some time hasn't healed it.
This still isn't good.
Well, what are we going to do about it? Is what I want to know. I don't think there's anything we can do about it.
Let Ras try and take a look in your head.
That girl is getting in my head over my dead body.
She's safer than whatever's potentially there.
I'd rather die.
Well, then...
Well, you will.
She's just gonna walk off at that point. She's like, I'm not even gonna... I'd rather die. How about now?
Alright, going to be any more discussion?
I'm still unconscious, aren't I?
No. Everyone's awake now. Everyone's awake.
So when did I wake up?
You woke up shortly after Nikita did.
Okay, just fine. Like, I'm just sat on the top and just jerk up and just rifle out and just, fish demon.
Yeah. As I said, you weren't unconscious. You were just lulled into a natural sleep. So
Okay, in which case, as soon as I wake up and train my rifle around, see it's clear, I'm just immediately going to jump into the driver's seat. All right, we are leaving. We are going right now.
We are leaving.
Probably at this point you see Jericho's wings.
Yeah, just turn around to let everyone know. Like, what the fuck?
We're...
Jimmy's losing his
So
mind.
I'm going to give a very meaningful look to Rasp and Nikita and just be like, what?
Good news though, if you tie a string to him as you're driving along, he can play lookout. Okay,
Why the fuck aren't you playing?
I'm playing my own game.
Oh, don't play my husband.
Right.
Like my own, it's called fucking with my husband. Right, so
Right, I'm
we're all
back.
getting-
3.
Right.
Getting shafted by that roll 20 dildo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bad
definitely.
dragon one.
So, does Rasp have any comments on what is happening to Jericho at the moment?
He doesn't want help. I can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped.
I mean, I could knock him out.
It's up to
Then
you.
then he can't say no.
It's up to you.
It's mind rape.
It is entirely up to you.
Like, as much as she wants to punch him, she's probably not going to.
I don't know. I feel like a punch might be warranted.
People are supposed to help me not have violent tendencies towards the people we work with.
People also aren't supposed to have fucking wings.
I mean, it could be useful.
Fine, I'm gonna punch you in the face then. You
It's
clearly
entirely
want me
possible.
to, so let's do it.
I want you to do it.
She's just gonna like go to walk off and she's like, you know what, fuck this, and just turns around and just punches him square in the face.
Text him.
I was talking about the wing. Oh. He gets knocked out.
Oh. Imagine we are all leaving, so.
Just like, Rasp, do your thing.
Well, are you leaving, or are you actually going to just enter his mind
We do it on
without his
the road?
consent?
Well, we can do it on the road because it's only Jimmy that needs to drive.
Oh yes, please enter his mind while you're driving. Please do that.
Jericho would pretty much be insistent on getting the fuck out.
You
And I'm
can
pretty
do
sure
it.
the kid. Yeah, do you know what? Fuck it, because I don't think, despite the warning of the DM, I think this is something we would do in character.
Well, I think, to be honest, like, I don't think we could talk Jimmy out of staying.
No, I'd be potentially molested by a fish in my sleep. I do not want to stay in that cave any longer than I have to.
By a wet fish.
Bad touch.
I've been, I've
Right,
been
so
hit
yeah.
on by a wet fish.
Jimmy is out. You're back on the overlook.
On the
Don't
road,
drive.
just humming in that kind of edgy voice. On the road again. I am glad to be back on the road again.
Yeah,
For
we'll
gritted
be on the
teeth.
road again carefully, please.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Just borderline hysterical singing.
Everything
It
is
isn't
awesome while crying
When you're back
hysterically.
out of the cave, everything is awesome. When there are no fish, or something to that effect.
When there are no
When I
slaves.
feel a bit
Right, so first off, right, we're not doing your drive roll yet. Are
Let's
you
do
two
mine
actually
first.
going to try to enter Jericho's mind against
Well,
his
I-
consent?
Yes. That was the whole point of punching him in the face.
Oh, pardon me.
Okay, so let's see. In order to subdue him enough that Rasp is going to be able to enter it, like even put a hand onto him and attempt to enter his mind, you're going to have to roll an attack roll.
Well, I was like gonna kill him.
Like he
You're
was like,
rolling an attack roll. You're doing
guys.
it. You're rolling an attack roll. You are attacking him.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to kill him because one,
You
I'm a
are
ranger.
assaulting him with your presence.
Do we not have any chloroform? I could just like.
Oh, sure, I keep it in the glove compartment.
I bet you do, you fucking perv.
But you do, you weirdo. Well, I mean, if you're doing this, make the attack roll. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Are you sure you're alright with this, Alex?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm fine with whatever.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about me.
Well, I'm just sprouted wings, but I'm fine. Fine.
Let's see. Is Jericho going to take this, or are you going to attempt to defend yourself?
I'm pretty sure she's caught him by surprise.
Yeah, because I was gonna walk off, and then I've just got
Alright.
like in my head, I'm going, you know what? Fuck this, and just turn around and punch him.
You have just caught him dead, just bang on the temple. He's out cold. So let's see. Rasp, Do your weird roll.
Do your mindfuck stuff.
Your mind stuff.
Do it!
At least you can't put up a fight now.
Yeah, is it just weird, is it? I'm rolling.
It's a weird roll, yeah.
Roll 20 is about to fuck me harder than just Alex. Oh, well, kind of.
It's not very nice.
I mean, you know what roll 20's about, right?
Thank you, my black and red D20. I do love you ever so much. You enter his mind, and I have several layers of things that could possibly happen. You sort of enter Jericho's mind, and entirely sure Jericho's mind would consist of. It's almost like you stepped through a door into New Radio 1.
Yeah.
But everything's slightly off kilter, and everything's wet for some reason. There seems to be water like dripping upwards from almost every
Like that
surface. And you see a hunched form of what looks like Jericho just hunched over a console, like fiddling with something. But his form is very indistinct. Like every time he moves his arms, it's like a wing here. It's almost like he's wearing like a very overly over the top hood that's like just draped down across his face.
Oh. Okay.
You do.
I approach him. Like, Jericho!
As you reach out to touch him, you feel something just slowly start to grip your wrist. And as you look down to it, you see almost like a watery type hand grip your hand and start to pull it away.
Fucking fish woman.
What are you going to try and do?
Is it a fish, is it?
All you see is like a hand. It's almost like it's like reached out from behind you to grip your wrist and pull it back. So you cannot see the body. You just see like a hand and an arm.
I'm gonna pulse my maelstrom power down it by rolling weird.
For it.
Maybe I should have gone with him.
Maybe. It's a little bit better. I don't trust roll 20 right now.
You pulse the power down it,
Mhm.
and you hear. Because I can't get to the 5-1, I am actually going to reuse one of them.
You hear, I bet. Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
needs to- And like the hand lets go, but you feel something just grab you by the shoulder and like spin you around, and you are like face to face with, like what Tom saw previously. You're just face to face with that, and this thing just straight up slaps the shit out of you.
Oh, fuck.
And
So
you-
just imagine water pimp slap.
It, like it is a straight, just open hand slap. You are thrown bodily against the consoles, and you're like, as you're thrown back, you you turn with the impact, and the back of your hand like touches Jericho's shoulder, and an arm, like a gangly, taloned arm, whips out from him, grabs you, and starts to just pull you towards him. And as as the body turns towards you, the hood drops back slightly to see what looks like the top of Jericho's face. But below that, it starts to elongate down into his chest, into a gigantic tooth-filled maw that ends right in the middle of his chest. And it just stares at you with a look of hunger, but pain and loss and fear, but it doesn't want to do what it there's almost as if there's two things fighting within this being, like one thing that wants to eat you, the other thing that doesn't want to harm you. And while one of its arms is gripping you, the other is like frantically like like just twiddling with knobs, like pulling levers, like more elaborate contraptions are coming out of nowhere, and the other arm is like frantically pulling on things. And you notice that as it pulls on things, you get brief flashes of Smokey, you get flashes of Nikita, you get flashes of Jimmy, you get flashes of Gregor, as if the other arm is being controlled by something that is desperately trying to seek aid.
Yeah.
And just before you are pulled back to consciousness, like a hand, like sort of like one hand grips your shoulder on your right hand side, another one grabs your arm, like strong enough that you can almost feel your bones breaking, and just tears you out of this thing's grasp, and you are shoved back in your own body. You are thrown against the side of the tack-attacker with enough force to break one of your arms.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Next time you're coming with me, Nikita.
Yeah, you now have a broken arm, which is going to need to be set and addressed at some point.
Well,
Okay.
I can set it for him. Well,
Yeah.
I can set it for her, and just like, because then I can be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Well, when you're doing...
Jericho fucking did it again. Jimmy driving, just someone's turning his head back. It's like, guys, everything okay back there?
Oh yeah, it's fucking fine and dandy.
I'm picking up your sarcasm.
Speaking of Mr. Jimmy, you need to do a drive roll with a -2 now. One because of the anomaly being dragged behind you, and one for the distraction of what the actual shit just happened in the back of your car.
I mean, car's a strong word.
Yeah, I'll get on that. Oh, that's Jericho. I'm even. Did you just? Oh, fucking fuck you.
I'm rolling for Jericho now. Jericho is me.
Well, but yeah, while you're setting my arm, I tell you what happened.
Yeah. That's not good.
For the sake of Jericho, what has just happened for you? Nikita has just knocked you the fuck out, and you are now currently unconscious. You are not aware of what just happened in your own head.
No. Do I wake up after a few minutes or anything?
I think I'm gonna have to turn a fate point, guys.
Yes, you can burn a fate point. I imagine you'd wake up like as Rasp's arm is like being set.
I'm just like, well, did you win?
Are you winning, son?
No, your head is kind of fucked.
As I thought.
It's not good.
No.
I do
There is
feel better
one.
now I punched you.
Yeah, Jimmy, just even with all that nonsense going on in the back of his car, has managed to keep with the road, and everything's fine. Carry on. So, do you guys want to push through to the next day, or do you want to camp up for a bit?
I think we probably should have to push through the next day. We got to get. We're trying to get Smokey. Jeez. Might have to rest up and figure out what we're doing with Alex, because this is with Jericho, because this is getting dangerous.
I've not done anything to hurt you.
To be fair, he hasn't.
Yet. But if you're getting wings, that's some maelstrom shit, and we don't get down with that.
Jericho pulls out his small pistol. He says, "There's always a way of ending it."
Oh
Jesus
hell
Christ.
no!
That's coward's talk. We're not dealing with that.
Do not make me punch you again.
So I will keep knocking you out.
I will knock you the fuck out
It's a
again.
whooping you're wanting.
Alright, you're gonna. So you push through, or you camp now? What's happening?
I think we should stop.
I vote push through.
Yeah. Okay, push through then.
Okay.
Push through. Let's see. I imagine you're all taking turns driving. How's the weather and the terrain going to be for you guys? Yeah, just all of you with your combined, I don't know, skills or whatever, or however the fuck you managed this. The weather's perfectly fine. You managed to find relatively safe roads. Like, it's relatively easy going. Like the attacking these slides into a ravine a couple of times during the night, but you managed to survive the night. The next morning rolls around. Jimmy jumps back in the driver's seat. And let's see what we can do here. Are we going to have that thing? Yes. So, I need a deal with bad terrain from Mr. Jimmy, if you please.
Right, 1 second. Partial success.
You come round a corner in just you're driving through like almost like a canyon type thing. There's sharp hills on either side, and you come here, coming in from the south.
Well, fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a particularly narrow bridge.
Is that a crack in the middle?
I didn't notice that, but thanks.
Sorry.
Choo choo.
I mean, it looks like it could just about fit.
Oh, we can just about fit it.
That's what she said.
No? Okay. Come.
This guy, come up behind you. Bang. Yes. So you come across this bridge. You know, the weather itself is fairly clear, but you can tell just like if you're just gonna lean out the driver's seat for a moment, there's no fucking hope if you go off this bridge. You go off this thing, you are done.
I'm getting in my suit just in case.
To be fair, I don't think your fucking suit's gonna save you.
True.
No, that's a long way down.
It's so far down we can't even see the bottom.
True.
I mean, we could just... Okay. I'm going to kick everyone out. And I'm going to drive the Taka across... Actually, no, yeah. I'm going to kick everyone out. They go across the bridge first, then I'll go across. If the vehicles go down, then, well, at least it's not going to be a total party wipe.
Okay.
But we're supposed to be in this together.
Well, yeah, but we're not going to all die together.
Oh God, would I be that mean to the?
Yes, you would.
So big.
And it's fine.
God, I would.
We're trying to make this realistic.
Yeah. All right.
Well-
So are you all consented to get out and just like fucking off towards the other end?
I'm not fucking moving.
I'll drag you all on. You just dump yourselves where you want to be, so I know who's where.
Sorry, my headphones stopped giving me sound for about the last 30 seconds. What's going on?
Everyone's getting out and getting across the bridge. I will
Yes.
follow.
So we can't drive across.
No, we can, but I'm just not taking any chances. Everyone get the fuck out.
I've pretended that I'm going and I've climbed on top of the roof.
Jesus.
Can I roll a sharp to try and figure out if she has?
I mean, if you want to roll a sharp to do that, you're more than
Because I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying to pay attention to my surroundings. I'm, getting in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Partial success. You call it, Chris. Did I get it or not?
You know what? Roll a contested sharp there, Vix.
How the fuck? Well, just roll sharp.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
roll
just roll
sharp.
sharp.
We'll see who gets the highest one.
No.
Fuck!
No, I'm afraid Jimmy does spot you trying to be all stealthy-like.
So I'm going to lean out the window with my sawn-off drawn, and it's like I don't want to belabor the points, but get the fuck off my car and get the fuck across the bridge.
Nope.
Mm,
You're not gonna win. You know,
Hold up,
you know you're not gonna win a
I'm
fight
about
with
to-
us, so just don't.
No, it's not even that. It's just like I feel like I'm gonna want to raise my shotgun up like I'm about to point it, but then it's just like,
Just do it.
fuck it. What
Fucking-
happens, happens.
Okay.
Why don't you get her to drive?
Because I'm the driver.
To be fair, he has more experience in driving than Nikita does, especially with the Taka.
What possibly do you think you could do on top of there, Nikita? Jericho shouts. He's already halfway across
Just
the bridge.
fucking because.
All right.
Good
here we
reason.
go. That's almost as high as I could roll.
Pretty good.
Just
He
the
says,
yeah, that's pretty
honestly.
good.
I mean, I have fate points to use if I so wish. Ross, are you going with Jimmy? I guess. Wow, you're going to go rather with Jericho, yeah? Right. Let's see. You slowly trundle along the bridge. Structure.
And to be fair, if I stand on top of the roof, I can see if there's any cracks that that could form that you can't see.
I mean, you do see quite a sizable crack that Jimmy is now rocking up on.
Yeah, so I tell him be careful. I know it's being careful, but
What?
Nikita, so yeah, just with that crack, Jimmy's just like white knuckled on the steering wheel. Nikita, if you need to jump off, feel free. You don't have to hang around with me.
no, I'm good. Keep going.
I swear to God, you're such a fucking dumbass.
Oh,
One
sorry,
more.
what was that?
You heard?
Would you like
Do
to
another
rip-
deal with bad terrain for me.
Yes, I would.
Turn into a cow.
Shut the.
You're moving within 5 seconds.
As you're going across the crack, a large chunk of the bridge suddenly just detaches from behind you, and
Oh, you go.
the anomaly dips into that crack.
Yes.
You start to fishtail.
I'll
Okay, can I? Fuck.
put your foot down. I'll go down and cut. I'll have to cut it loose. Sorry, Raz.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start gunning it.
I want to climb to the back and because I'm guessing it's tied on with ropes. I'm just gonna cut the ropes.
You need to make a hard roll to cut those ropes. This is under pressure.
Under pressure. Hard roll.
Down.
Hard, yeah.
Yes, harder. Yep. Very tasty. I'm not going to say you don't even pull out a knife for that. You just jump down, just extend a hand with the claws, you just cut all the ropes. Yeah, and there's a roar as Jimmy speeds away.
Go, go, go!
Where's my car crash sound effect? Yeah, unfortunately, the anomaly
Sorry, Raz.
tumbles into the canyon and just all the way down. And it's gone.
The car's
No.
replaceable.
Humpty Dumpty.
We're not.
We'll get a new car.
A better car.
Okay.
How many do I have?
Empty settlement. Constantly.
The entire bridge starts to collapse behind you. Make another difficult terrain drive.
Drive, drive, drive!
Deal with bad terrain as everything.
Oh,
Fucking son of a bitch.
that needs the music.
Did
I
you?
was just expecting a fate point roll, counter fate point or something.
Okay, do I want... okay, you go. Yeah, you just speed the fuck up. You get the hell out of there. You get up to about there, just like as the bridge is just collapsing down behind you. There's like a cascade into the depths. Do I do the thing?
No.
Oh, tell me no. That's not how this
Hey,
works.
you fucking asked. If you don't want an answer, don't ask.
What?
Oh God.
To Jericho, make a weird roll for me.
Do we all hear that, or just Jericho?
Jericho.
That's from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh no.
Yep, that'll do.
See. You get the sudden urge
Na, na,
to
na.
jump. Like, so you kind of look at your things like, ah, wow, this would be cool. I wonder if I...
This is some Call of
Yeah, maybe
Cthulhu
I
bullshit
could.
going on right now.
So, do I jump?
Actually, you do not.
Okay.
What Rasp
You actually sound disappointed.
is,
Oh.
We're gonna start singing R. Kelly, but we don't sing R. Kelly.
like, as, like, kind of like Rasp is, like, just standing there going, come on, guys, come on, get across. She sees you at the corner of you, like, out the corner right, just, like, kind of, like, standing right on the edge, staring. You start to hold out your arms and go to tilt forward. And it almost seems like a watery arm just reaches up out the ground, snatches you by your hair, and holds you backwards.
And I was already humming the Jurassic Park theme tune.
Yeah. While all this is going on, several things happen in quick succession. So, you guys just come screeching along screeching along as the entire bridge just collapses down around you. And you hear a from up here, and quite a few warriors seemingly just march out from around the rocks and from around the mountains regarding you.
Excuse me, when the fuck did we enter Valhalla?
It's going to use for the fucking thing, dude. Where is he? There he is. Rasp, you are immediately entangled in a net, and you to the floor.
Shit.
Jericho,
I'm sorry,
you
when the
are
fuck
hit.
did Conrad join Apocalypse World?
Jericho, you are immediately hit with a net. You are prone. The Taka gets like as you two try to jump at the Taka. Nikita, you jump off, ready to help your friends. Something hits you around your neck and immediately locks up, and you just hit the floor as your head starts to throb with an overwhelming pain. So you are on the floor. Mr. Jimmy, you're the only one left conscious in the cab of the Taka.
Okay, well, I believe my windshield's still out, so I've got AK in one hand pointing out, and I've got one hand on the wheel, and I'm just going to rev very aggressively in an intimidating factor. Can I try to manipulate this to just, like, back up, mate? This ain't a fight you want to win. This ain't a fight you want. And basically shouts out, I'm not going to kill all of you, but I can probably kill most of you.
I also have a question after this.
Correct. Make an intimidation roll or whatever it is. I think it's a hot roll, isn't it?
Partial success. So yeah, imagine that's with a fucking AK pointing out my front window in a revving truck of monstrosity.
The dude in front just kind of looks at your friends on the floor, incapacitated, looks to you, looks over your car, looks past you to the ruins of the bridge. What are you doing on my mounted lowlander? Just kind of nods to one of his friends. and just a bolt comes out of nowhere, hits the front of the tack attacker, and you just feel like a pulse of electricity goes through it, and the engine dies immediately. And that is where we're going to leave it.
I mean, that's just rude, is what that is.
Well, can I ask you a quick question then?
Yeah.
The thing that whatever Nikita felt go around her neck, would she scream from pain?
Oh, definitely.
Would
yeah.
she do her creepy scream from pain?
Oddly enough, no.
Aw.
It's probably just the teeth are too gritted from the pain, would be how I would imagine it. So you can't get
From
that proper
Nikita's point of
scream.
view, it's almost as if all of her new abilities have been completely cut off.
Excuse me, sorry, fucking what? No, that's cheating. I just got the hang of them, damn it!
It's almost as if I'm throwing things at you, so you have to overcome obstacles. Who
But I
would have
don't
thought?
wanna.
I don't want a valuable life lesson. I want my
What?
superpowers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you superpowers
I
without
just
also
wanna
building
glow
a
green
contingency
and
for
kill
myself.
stuff.
I was legit though. I was honestly sitting there going, fuck, this is the round where I die, isn't it?
I just want to be.
I was
I mean,
half
honestly,
expecting-
fucking Jericho is the one throwing himself into the jaws of fate at the moment.
I know.
Well, you know.
Or off a cliff,
mean-
you know. Whichever.
I mean, Alex, if you want to create a new character, just say something. I will create something suitably epic for Jimmy to go out on.
No.
Okay.
Yes, that's
That
where we're going to
was-
leave it for today.
Right.
And that's where we will stop the recording, and I hope everyone has.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I've had fun.
This is Unshaven GM signing out. Until next time, nerdy friends, stay frosty and let's see what happens next time. See you next time, my friends.